trying to kill me? Are you trying to kill me?
I want the house all to myself.
And I'm not ready to make a commitment.
If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago.
Even before saying I do, Hailey and Justin's relationship was drowning in red flags. Justin and Hailey Bieber act more like rivals than lovers, even after years of marriage. We've dug up every unhinged moment that borders on absurdity, including shocking evidence that Hailey allegedly stalked Justin into marrying her. Sure, it worked, but her victory came at a cost. A marriage riddled with regret, humiliation, and moments so chaotic, even she questioned if she'd made the biggest mistake of her life.
I remember calling my parents when we decided to get married, and I said, this is the time. I need you to stop me from doing something crazy.
But why did she ignore her own gut feeling? Because Justin had already trapped her in a cycle of hope and toxicity. Just weeks before their wedding, he dropped a bombshell confession.
I let her know prior to the tour when we were hanging a lot. I said, listen, I'm still really hurt and still trying to figure out my way, and I'm not ready to make a commitment to you.
Justin admitted he wasn't ready to be faithful or fully commit, yet Hailey chased him anyway. But this wasn't just cold feet. What happened next would expose their marriage as a calculated arrangement, not a love story. If their doubts were this loud, why did they rush into marriage? Because fans now believe it was all staged. Up next, Justin's shocking claim that their union was arranged and the receipts that prove Hailey's family engineered this mess. Justin Bieber doesn't just disrespect Hailey behind closed doors. He does it brazenly in public, reducing their marriage to a series of humiliating jabs.
No idea what she's talking about, ever. Ever. She's clueless. I just listen to her because she's my wife.
Justin's first rule of marriage: belittle Hailey at every turn. In interviews, he paints her as clueless, dismissing her voice as background noise. But the disrespect doesn't stop there. Watch what happens when Hailey tries to connect physically.
You're just honest, babe. I can't, don't touch me right now. Like, not right now, but I'm just saying.
I thought you were being serious.
No, just in general.
After watching this live, people started commenting and saying Hailey reaches out and Justin recoils like she's a stranger. This isn't a one-time meltdown, it's a recurring theme. He'll mock her looks next, reducing her worth to nothing but a pretty face.
If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago.
Sarcasm or a chilling truth. Justin admits he only stays for her appearance, reducing their relationship to a shallow transaction. But when Hailey tries to care for him during his Lyme disease battle, he twists her concern into a punchline.
It sucks that the tour was
I just answered what she was asking me. Huh?
Anyways.
They were asking me, because it's my Lyme disease. It's not your Lyme disease. Are you worried about my Lyme disease?
Of course she's worried, Justin. She's your wife. But instead of gratitude, he mocks her concern, reducing her role to a punchline. Hailey fights to remind him she's been there through every struggle.
Was help, in every freaking day, been the doctor with you for months, so.
Yeah, but
Months of support erased in seconds. Justin refuses to acknowledge her sacrifices, doubling down on his dismissal. What starts as frustration explodes into a full-blown argument.
I asked if I was scared about the Lyme disease because I'm the one that has it.
Right, but I didn't say that. I just was saying that you were taking all the necessary.
Listen to me, woman. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's the attitude.
Just kidding, this is Justin's toxic cycle. Belittle Hailey, gaslight her feelings, then laugh it off. But here's the kicker, he's never this cruel to fans. Moments later, he's all charm for strangers.
Well, we're so blessed and honored to have you on our live, and thank you for doing this. You look gorgeous, obviously.
After watching this, people are saying he's all smiles for others, but for Hailey, nothing but contempt. Even their romantic milestones mean nothing to him.
What was your first kiss with each other?
Man.
Do you remember?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
So you tell him.
I just wanted to know if you
Justin can't even recall their first kiss. A moment Hailey describes with nostalgic detail. While she romanticizes their past, he shrugs it off, exposing how little their history means to him. But the ultimate betrayal? His admission that marriage failed him.
It's a journey, and I remember when I first got married, I hit a little bit of an emotional breakdown because I thought marriage was gonna fix all my problems.
Justin confesses he married Hailey hoping she'd fix him, a burden she never signed up for. Now she's left cleaning up his chaos while he disrespects her publicly. But the worst is yet to come. Why does Justin resent Hailey? Because fans swear he's still obsessed with Selena. Justin married Hailey to fix himself, but his heart never left Selena Gomez. Fans swear his obsession lingers, and the proof is buried in the ruins of his and Hailey's origin story.
How did you and Hailey meet? I don't think I've ever heard that story.
How did we meet? We met in the early mornings of a Today Show taping. I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be there. Dad dragged her out of bed in the morning.
Justin's story, Hailey was a reluctant participant, but fans weren't buying it. Rumors swirled that Hailey stalked Justin for years, showing up at his events until he dropped a bombshell that rewrote their entire narrative.
It was an arranged marriage, I'm pretty sure. I'm not... Looking back now, I'm like, it was definitely an arranged marriage. Like, they set this whole thing up. Basically, it was like, you know, I think because she was raised Christian.
An arranged marriage. Justin claims their Christian families orchestrated this union, framing it as a shared values pact. But Hailey's desperation to be with Justin predates this, starting with a first kiss she'll never forget, and he can't even remember.
The first time we kissed was, we were in New York, and we had gone to dinner together, and we were just hanging.
Hailey paints it as a fairy tale moment, but here's the problem. She was just 17, a minor, while Justin was still tangled with Selena Gomez. Cue the timeline chaos.
Went back to watch a movie, and we kissed.
Fire. Was that good?
Were you a good kiss?
Yeah, was that a good kiss?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I was 17, I think.
17. Hailey was underage, sneaking kisses with a taken man. Fans exploded, accusing her of homewrecking. But Justin, he shrugs it off, joking, "If you weren't so hot." Meanwhile, Selena Gomez was still the ghost haunting their relationship. Justin and Hailey's wedding wasn't a fairy tale. It was a chaotic spectacle of panic and regret. From Justin's trembling vows to Hailey's literal fall from grace, their marriage began as a disaster. And it's only gotten worse. But now fans suspect and asked what happened now. Hailey approaching Justin to kiss him, but he ignored, and this clip of both of them is going viral. People commenting were as first kiss story sounds so fairy tale, but now it doesn't even seem believable.
I was shaking. I was just like...
Justin admits he trembled through the ceremony like he was being sentenced, not wed. Even their closest friends saw the red flags. When asked if she saw this union coming, Kendall Jenner didn't hold back.
See this coming?
See what coming? You too? Honestly, no, I was super like, I didn't know, you know what I mean? Like, I think I hoped.
Fans suspect that Kendall's hesitation says it all. Nobody believed in this marriage, not even Justin, who later called it arranged. But Hailey, desperate to prove them wrong, doubled down until she literally fell trying to keep up.
Go, Hailey, don't fall, oh my God.
After this clip blew up online, fans are demanding answers. Why didn't Justin Bieber even react when Hailey face-planted while running after him? She's left literally eating pavement, and he's too caught up in his own world to even glance back. It's not just a clumsy moment, it kind of shows something deeper about their relationship. Hailey trips while chasing Justin, a perfect metaphor for their marriage. She's scrambling to hold on to a man who's always one step ahead, leaving her bruised and embarrassed.
What I don't like about being married is that you are a little bit messy sometimes, and
Oh my God. That's not true.
Hailey's attempt to voice a minor grievance? Instantly weaponized by Justin. But when she points out the literal mess he's made, he flips the script.
Look at this room and let's really look at whose stuff is in this room. It's all your stuff, your makeup, your Adidas stuff, your
that's yours. That's your Adidas.
Gaslighting 101. Justin blames Hailey for chaos he created. But this toxicity isn't new. Rewind to their wedding planning, where Justin checked out before saying, "I do."
He is not very involved, to be honest. I think he trusts my vision.
Now fans are saying didn't work because she should have known at the time that she would be carrying the weight of their marriage on her back with little to no help from Justin.
He was involved in pretty much all of the decision making as far as like the wedding was concerned. I She just basically showed up.
Crazily enough, the wedding is over and the marriage is now concerned. But even after so many years, Justin is still not very used to being married to Hailey, which isn't surprising considering how it all started. He married Hailey to save himself, not love her. Now she's trapped playing therapist to a man who mocks her daily, even over breakfast.
I don't bake him breakfast every day. No, I'm kind of lazy.
This is so dry, babe. God, you're trying to...
I didn't make the bread. I did not create it.
Oh my God.
Eat it without the bread.
Hailey's effort to nurture him spat back in her face. This is their normal, a toxic cycle of neglect, blame, and resentment. But the final straw, Hailey's pathetic attempt to fake happiness.
Does this look like a playground to you? This is a studio workplace, and you're disrupting me. That is not cool.
Justin's rage isn't reserved for Hailey. He's unhinged everywhere. But behind the scenes, Hailey's obsession with controlling his narrative reaches disturbing levels. Rewind to their early days when she'd stalk his inner circle.
Reach out to people that were like, that we knew, right? You'd hear like, oh, he's doing so well. And she would be so pissed off because she's like, he's not doing well without me.
Hailey couldn't stand Justin thriving without her. So she sabotaged his progress, gatekeeping his life like a possessive puppet master. But Justin's no saint. His past recklessness still haunts them.
A place to, be faithful and all this sort of stuff that I wanted to be, but I just wasn't there yet. I think I was just hurt from my previous relationship. I was really upset. In my previous relationship, I went off and just went crazy and went wild, just was, being reckless. This time I took the time to really build myself.
Justin admits to self-destructing post-Selena, but building himself meant dragging Hailey into his chaos. Now, his contempt for her spills into brutal public moments.
What up, Jay? What's up, Justin? Good morning.
He slams the car door on Hailey, but beams for fans. This isn't a bad day, it's normal. Justin's indifference isn't just emotional, it's performative. And the world is watching. Hailey's desperation to salvage their image hits a new low. But Justin's lies and their toxic past are too explosive to hide. The cracks in their facade, blown wide open. He warned her up front. He wasn't ready. But Hailey bulldozed ahead, forcing a relationship built on shaky ground. Now, their origin story is unraveling under scrutiny. Justin's story, full of holes. Fans fact-checked his timeline, exposing Hailey's alleged years-long stalking of his events. But the biggest bombshell, Justin's claim their marriage was arranged, a scripted union orchestrated by their families. Fans erupted, accusing Hailey of trapping Justin. But the darkest secret, their first kiss happened while Justin was still with Selena. Remember, Hailey said she was 17 when they first kissed.
I was 17, I think.
So, fans are saying Justin kissed a minor while dating Selena, a scandal Hailey can't escape. Now, their marriage is a minefield of resentment, boiling over into petty fights. Celebrities often crack under pressure, but Justin's cruelty toward Hailey cuts deeper. Both raised in the spotlight, they know the game. Smile for cameras, spin the narrative. Yet their marriage plays out like a raw, unscripted tragedy. No curated PR, no polished teamwork, just slammed doors. Sarcastic jabs and staged lies etched into the internet's memory. Hailey fought to win Justin, but at what cost? For every fleeting good day, there's a viral meltdown. Their legacy isn't love, it's chaos. And when the cameras stop, one question lingers. Is this a marriage or two broken souls performing for the world?